see if that one works. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's working. There we go. Right, finally. Okay, hello all. Welcome back to our stream then today. We're going to be taking down the Airbus A300. Apologies for all these technical issues we have actually, before I kickstart, sorry there. Apologies for all the tech issues. I've had a little bit of problem getting all the streaming setting up. But here we are. We're here at San Francisco, connecting to Vatsim now. And today, as I said, we'll be flying the Airbus A300 by INI Simulations all the way from here in San Francisco, just a little hop up north actually to Seattle to drop off some cargo, which is a flight they do in real life. So we are mimicking real simulations here. So hopefully, it seems like a little short route. They do occasionally hop this route up as Seattle needs their cargo, I suppose. All right. Well, here we are then. So yeah, as I said, this is the INI Airbus A300. So this is the first Airbus aircraft ever. Now, it doesn't have fly-by-wire technology, that means, because it was the first one. I don't believe it has fly-by-wire technology. Let's check me on that. But I don't believe it does. And so, as a result, it was because it was so new, they had a lot of work to do getting this one up and running. So today we're flying in the cargo variant. And actually, with FedEx 2290, my friend. FedEx 2290. That's our call sign for today. Brilliant. Say hello if you're just joining us then. So we'll hop into the flight deck, and I suppose we better get going. But you can see us down here on the ground. There's a couple of people over here. But we're right out in the middle of the cargo apron here, next to the DHLs. Another FedEx here. There's a couple of people out here on the cargo apron today, but it's pretty much us. Alright, I'm going to get a couple of things over, then we get the fuel truck and stuff driving over to us. Get rid of this one on the bottom here. And let's just go through our initial startup procedure. So external power goes on. Then we turn our batteries 1, 2 and 3. And we'll get some lighting on here. So I'm going down to the pedestal at the bottom. I'm turning on the lightings and everything. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, there we go, there goes the lighting. You see it all comes on there. Powers up nicely. Bit of power onto the plane then now. Sorry, what's our FedEx 2290? That says altitude. I haven't even looked at that, mate. The routing is pinned above. Our cruising flight level is 340 today. 340. That's our altitude. Sorry, there you go. 340. A bit of stuff to do then. All right, so first couple of things. I'm going to set up some basics of just comfort, as it were, on board. Get some lighting up. Get the first officers lighting up. That one. Just get a bit of brightness up in the flight deck here. Then so we want the first nav light on. Arm the emergency exit lights. No smoking. Let's get to auto and C+ signs go on. We'll turn on our APU. Just get that one booted up, and we'll go ahead and get the IRS into a line. Straight away, we'll get them in a line. Cool. Right, APU and select start. There we go. We'll get the APU on. That gives us some power on board. And then what we'll also do is we'll get the cargo loader to start loading in the cargo for today's flight. If we have a look outside now, you can see. Here we go. The sort of truck's the cargo gets moved on, and then lifted up by the loaders up onto the aircraft with a bit of payload. So that's good. We'll get the weights and everything put in a second. I quite like watching it sometimes put in the cargo. It's quite cool. Anyway, there we go. Alright, let's get some FMS info and everything in. And then we'll get the weighting put in. So, today we're flying from KSFo to KSEA, which is Seattle. Oh, my bad. I think I spelled that one wrong. Kilo SFO to KSEA. There we go. Probably been wrong. Your FedEx 22901. Ah, cool. Right, let's set the IRS to a line. There we go. Where are you? You over here, or are you somewhere else? We'll come across you in a bit, hopefully. Right. Our flight ID for today, then, yeah. So, FDX 2290. Cruising, flight level 340. alternate is KPDX, which is Portland. We've got some nice scenery there, so actually diversion isn't really a problem. Cost index then is 26. What is our gate number? I don't actually know. I just know we're over on the cargo ramp. I don't think we have one here. Yeah, no. Just cargo ramps. We're sort of a long way off, you can see. I'll get outside view and zoom out, but you can see there are the sort of main... This is the main concourse for San Francisco. We're right the way over in this corner down here. They really do hide away the cargo, but I think it's so that the trucks can get in easier and disappear. Good. Right, we need to get some weighting in, so then we head over here, head to our load sheet page, and on the load sheet we can input the weights and everything for the aircraft. So our zero fuel weight for today should be 122.464. And our FOB for this is for fuel is 12.7. Enter. That cargo weight is a little bit forward today at 24, I believe, once loaded. So we click load, payload and fuel. Aircraft computes it all and gets loaded. We're not that heavy for today's departure. Anyway, now we click send to take off performance page, but that's fine. So first we need to head back. I need to head to the load sheet, but we'll click that in a minute. So I got to input this. So our zero fuel weight today is 122.5. So our zero fuel weight. Our block fuel on board is 12.7. And it'll then do the takeoff weight. And we just have to know our CG, which for today's flight, what is it set to currently? 24.1. Let's just check that. Check that with here. 35, it says 24.1 for today with our zero fuel weight. That's per that slider, that's what we set it to. 24.1, good. Right, it's got all the information. So now we head to flight plan, and we've got to get into departure. So, departure for today is from 01 right. There is no ATC online, sadly. 01 right on the Trunken 2 departure. Control insert there. From Trunken. Oh, my bad. I didn't quite finish that one on the SID. So it's the 10 right. So 10 right, 01 right. Trunken 2, and then this transition is the dead transition. And from DHD we go direct to RBL. Romeo Bravo Lima. After RBL, it's another direct to Lima Mike Tango. Top one, I believe. Just check the distances there. Seems all good. Oh no. See the timings there, so obviously that's not quite the right one, because that's going to be an awful long time. This would be slightly wrong. That's alright. From RBL, I'll put in the arrival and we'll get it in there. So it's the runway 16 right, less 16 right, arrival on the Hawks 27, and our transition there was LMT there. Insert. I'm just going to check we haven't got discontinuity, which we have, so we'll just clear the discontinuity. And that takes us straight nicely there. Cool. Now our takeoff and departure page, which we set up by sending send to takeoff data. Now we have to put in the KSFo, which is the ICAO code 01 right, which is our departure runway. 1515 takeoff weight has already been set in. We're going to get ATIS requests, so we get the ATIS up, and then I'm just going to have a look now on Avitab at KSFo and just have a look at where we're taxiing out to for our departure. So, as I said, we're right down here, look at them, right out on the middle of nowhere. 01 right. Oof, long taxi, long taxi. Long taxi across. So, what we'll do is we'll head out, we'll go down Charlie. And actually, in fact, we're going to have to cross earlier, aren't we? Might as well cross. Okay, we'll go, come out, we'll go across Romeo Zulu, and we'll go right round and down. We got a bit of a trek then on our taxi today. That's all right. There goes the door closing up. As the loading has obviously finished at this point then. Anyway, door closes. Cool, door all closed. APO fuel supply needs to go to override. And the fuel tanks can actually be turned on now, because we have been loaded up with fuel. Good. Now we're going to complete our flow before we finish. So we're looking for all lights extinguished down here. You see the warning there is that's when the engines get started up, they'll go away. The galley can be turned on. These ones have to remain off until we have engine power confirmed. And the nav lights are on 1. Then looking down the middle there, no warning lights. The cockpit door can be locked, but it's just because it's just us on board today. There's 4 of us, 4 crew members, including myself. So there's 1. We've got first officer, myself, and then there's 2 guys riding up in the back in the seats out here, which if I show you, you can see them. You can see here they are, and they're just going to be riding in with us on our route today. So back in the flight deck then. A couple of messages and things. So we just got to get. I'm going to get up the meter for KSFo and get in our QNH. But what we can actually do is remove the loader now. So we head over to the. Oh, my bad. Sorry. That's computed. So we'll compute our takeoff data, and this will give us our speeds and everything we need for departure. We've got 2989 in the QNH. Rather altimeter. 2989, all good. There we go, IRS have aligned. Now we're going to send data to the FMS. There we go. It's received the company takeoff data. Put my armrest out of the way, and that'll do. Good. Well, that is us all ready to go then. We have our data. We're now going to tune up to 122.8. There we go. Comms are on. GPS primary. And we are ready to go, pretty much. There's a couple of other things, of course, we've got to get pushback and everything, but that is pretty much basic startup complete. So, ground services, let's get some stuff moving. So, AP bleed can go on, we'll get some air conditioning on board. The fuel truck can be moved, and we'll go onto this loader. We'll remove the loader. So we have the cargo loaded on board. There goes the loader. KC, hi, how you doing? Been a while since we've streamed. Yeah, it has. It has been a while since we've streamed. So yeah, we'll try and I'll try and bring up some more streams, but we have a bit of tech difficulties and we'll get some new stuff in, and it'll get better. Right. Looking down to here, then we're going to turn on the weather radar. Turn up systems. We'll get that set up and ready to go. We'll turn on our transponder to TARA as we're now getting ready to push. I'm going to pre-plan our pushback. Today, only one way we can go. We're in the corridor. So drag it around into the corridor. Push back.
Round to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
I think we're ready for push.
Cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, as he comes up, then we get rid of the external power. We're currently, what? Should we disconnect? Yep. We can. It's safe to disconnect. We've got the AP running. Yep, we're all good. So external power can go away. The air stairs can be removed from the aircraft. As everyone's on board, ready to go. We're all ready to start up then. So our pre-startup procedures. We do have a checklist available to us today that comes in with the aircraft before start. Oh, that's before takeoff. Before start, there is cockpit prep we've completed. The signs are on and auto. That's the seatbelts. The fuel quantity we've done. The altimeters. And the brake and anti-skid. Well, anti-skid is on in the normal position. That's all good. And the windows are both closed. The beacon light needs to go on.
Ready to connect.
And both nav lights will go on. And we'll leave our parking brake on until he connects, but we'll then release it and get ourselves going. As I said, because this was the first Airbus aircraft, we've got the yoke in front of us rather than the nice side stick, which we get sometimes. So actually what I'm going to do is just click that out of the way, as it puts me off a little bit sometimes. So we'll just get rid of that for now. Did you say you were joining us, Proxton? Gate 45. I'm close to the runways. Can you see me? Let's have a look. See, what's your call sign again? You Shuttle 7 Whiskey, or... There we go, he's beginning our... Well, I'll tell you what, as we taxi over, because we got a long taxi, because I've messed up a bit here, and the cargo gate's a long way away.
Inserted. Release parking brake.
Release parking brake released.
Starting
Let's go.
Back, and you may start engine.
Oh, you are FedEx 22901. Ah, interesting. Oh, there you are. I've got you now. I can see you, yeah. Let's, tell you what, let's zoom out whilst he's pushing us back and have a little look at you. Where are you? Alright, there's the call sign. Yep. Oh, we got you. Cool. Right, we're pushing back then. Hop in the flight deck and we'll begin our start procedure. So, A300, I know lots of you have flown it before, so it's a pretty simple startup procedure in this aircraft, very much like the Airbus. We'll just wait till we get a little bit further out because there's all the other cargo aircraft. I don't want to block them or anything like that. Okay. We'll set ignition start and select engine number 1. I've done that through the TCA stuff, but you could see the switch moving there. So our full start's good. There goes the engine spooling up with the N2 rising. I'll put in some fuel. There we go, fuel is in. There goes the exhaust gas temperature shooting through the roof. EPR. The N1's not alive yet, but it should start up any second now. Set in all the altimeters to the right level. Not bad, that one. 9. Good. Right. Left-hand engine, I believe, is starting. Get the right view. There it is. Good.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
It wants the parking brake set. Okay. We'll set that one up here.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Test disconnecting. That's good. Check the brightness and everything. There you go. We're being dropped down. You can see the nose going down a little bit there. He lowers us back onto the ground. Okay, good. So now, leaving it in start. My bad. Sorry there. And we're going to start up engine number 2. Okay, that was the gens switching over. Engine number 2 start, and we'll put in the fuel. Disconnect and go to hand signals. I'll bring the yoke back. It looks a little bit cooler with the yoke. Right. Right-hand engine starting. As the right-hand engine starts, we can do a couple of things. Then we can set on our smoke detectors in the aircraft there. All the click spots are in the wrong position as you look over here.
Bypass pin has been removed.
Right.
The hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
There we go. Nice. He's given us a nice safe flight. Cool. And the trim needs to be set up then for today of 1.9. It needs to be. I gotta wait till I turn on the trim thing. Right, now if I go to takeoff data, we can see our V2 is 151, so we need to set the speed up here to 151, which is our V2 speed. Then I'm going to set the vertical speed to 2,500. It's quite a gentle climb today. And then our altitude for today's climb out, we'll go straight up to our cruising altitude of 340. It's going to be on nav there, and then as we take off, the others engage. Good. So, it's just starting up there. The left engine is started. It doesn't look like the right engine is fully running yet, but it's quite a high exhaust gas temperature. I think it's still starting there. Anyway, flaps for departure then. 1515, so that's flap 2. Flap 2, 1515. It's selected. The flaps and slats are travelling. We'll turn on the taxi lights and the turn off lights. And we can set the ignition off and turn off the turn on the ATIS and yaw dampers. Right, aircraft ready for taxi. Set the trim up 1.7. There we go, and we'll test our takeoff config. Takeoff config's normal. Right, we are all good to go. So, let's go through our checklist, and after takeoff checklist, sorry, after start checklist, rather, we are all good to go. And to release our parking brake, cool Unicom and get rolling. Bit of power then to roll us forward a little bit. Oh, profile climb. Yeah, you know, you're right. Actually, I forgot that one. What was actually that one? Initially, I believe it switches to vertical speed, is what I've always been told. So it's worth just putting the vertical speed up.
Unable to find UID file.
Good. Right. Aircraft rolling forward. Make our way out on the long taxi then, all the way out to the runway. So we are right over here. So there's a set sort of taxiway we've got to follow for now. But we're going to cross both the runways onto this inside taxiway and make our way down to runway 01. So we're just going to make our way onto that inside, I think it's Bravo, yeah, via Romeo. So we'll just Unicom. Got a lot of taxiing there. So Unicom FedEx 2290 is taxiing via Zulu, Uniform Charlie Romeo Bravo to runway 01 left for departure. San Francisco traffic, FedEx 2290. Okay. Cool. Gotta watch it here as we go through. Just because we got it's quite tight, as you can see, probably with all the little boards they put up. They're not that big, but worth not going too quickly, avoid a little collision. You just checked then forgot. It's Unicom, my friend. Those we're the only ones online. Cool. Around the corner. Try to turn. It's nice being in the A300. It's been a while since I've flown it. Being on cargo. The active runway, I'm going off 0... Where are we even going off? 01 right. That's the one we're going off. It's very much personal preference, so... I think, given the wind, I think 01 makes sense. Yeah. Symbols did give me it a while ago, so you know. It might well have changed. I'll go left here. What we'll do is we'll go straight across these runways by this taxiway straight ahead of us. And San Francisco traffic, FedEx 2290 is crossing runway 10 left, 10 right. Interesting. This taxiway does not show. This does not show on the charts. Maybe they've gotten rid of it. Interesting. Oh well. Going across it. Next one. Cool. Flight control check then, just check full up. Pull down. Full right. Full left. Seems all good. That's 10 left. And FedEx 2290 clear 10 left, crossing 10 right. FPS already. As I say, guys, I've identified the problem. It looks to be CPU, so we're going to look to get a new CPU. That should solve our problems. Right, max auto brake. You'll just follow me. Oh, okay, yeah, we're on our way then. Max auto brake is selected. Slow down towards the corner. FedEx 2290 clear 10 right, continue taxiing 101 right. Swing on to Bravo. Yes, I think this is Bravo. This would make sense as Alpha to me. No, it is Bravo. I'll get a little bit of power then. We've got a bit of a taxi here, so as I say, now we've come across into the main concourse. Then just got to go around the terminals and everything and down to 10 right down the end there. So we're just going to follow this taxiway as it curls round and stay on it right to the end. And end of this, almost next to the sea. Cool. quite cool from the tower view, I think. It's quite difficult to orientate yourself though when you're in tower view, but that's fine. Go left slightly. Oh, I don't know why there's 2 towers here at San Francisco. I'm not a really inexperienced folk at San Francisco. I just there's some good scenery available for it, so I just thought we'd use that. Alright, that's him waiting for us to go by. Oh, I need to go right. Vatsim, are you actually in that little aircraft, or are you in a big airplane? Alright. Follow it round. Keep going around. Trundling along then. I think we're being followed, yeah, by the other FedEx CAs on it. Oh, you're in A320. Ah, cool. That's just my end then. Right. We're going to go right to the end and then cross onto 01 right. So, what we're going to do, we'll cross. Could go around the end at Alpha, but we still have to hold short anyway, so what we'll do is we'll just go across at Mike and line up via Mike. So, second left. MSFS, yeah, that's fine. It's very nice, Mike's nice. Okay. So, this next left is our little turning point, so slow down a little bit. We'll get ready to line up. Steep hill out behind us here. I imagine makes approaching a little bit difficult. I haven't really ever given it a go on these on this. San Francisco traffic, FedEx 2290 crossing runway 01 left, lining up runway 01 right. FedEx, San Francisco, FedEx 2290. What did he say? Strobes on. I think that's on. Follow the line. Not very good at taxiing. And San Francisco traffic, FedEx 2290 clear, 01 left, departing runway 01 right. Right, line up normal. Cool. Set our chrono as we get going. Chrono's actually down. No, it's not where I thought it was. Ah, well. It's alright. Okay. Line up on the runway. It's going to be, what was it? It was going to be a flexed temperature today. 53. All good to go. Here we go. Apply a bit of power. Throttle's pushed up to selected. 53 is confirmed. Oh, we're going to hold the centre line here. 60 knots. Takeoff inhibit's good. We're going to hold the centre line a little bit of the nose pressure forward. So 100 knots and neutralise that nose pressure. 120. 40, V1, rotate, 10 degrees, gear up, Positive rate. Oh my god, it's departed right behind us.
Traffic.
Oh yeah, we're getting traffic warnings. He's right. He's departed right behind us. I wasn't expecting that. Right, we're in profile climb then.
Descend.
Where is he? Oh my god, right. I know that's Aprox, would you mind not flying right next to us? That's not really... You're supposed to wait 5 minutes in theory, or not 5 minutes, sorry, 5 miles. Anyway, flap 18, select, not 18, sorry, that's Concord. 15. Engage autopilot 1. Okay, cool. There we go, auto throttle then, I'll select on. Auto position. And we'll bring in the nose lights. Clear of conflict. Thank you. Let's try and introduce it a bit again. And San Francisco traffic, FedEx 2290 is airborne, passing through 3000, climbing flight level 340. Good. We are all airborne. Very nice.
Traffic.
Oh, we're getting number one again. Cool, and bring the flaps up.
Descend.
Yeah. We are on Vatsim. We're going to have to... Okay, well, we can't go any quicker for now. We'll just continue our climb.
Descend.
I know, TCAS is not happy with us. He's right next to us. Okay. Alright. 6,000 then. I'll increase the range a little bit. And we're just going up to 340 nice and casually, yeah. Got myself discontinuity somewhere. Ah, there it is.
Clear of conflict.
That's probably going to do that. That's better. That's, yeah. Still got that weird like line coming back. Obviously some discontinuity somewhere causing that, but for now that's fine. $8,000. I think that's going to go off. And the seatbelt signs can go off. It's just the cargo guys though, so you know, because it's just the cargo, it's sort of whenever you're happy. There's no, I don't think there's any particular sort of set. Quick check on the cargo then. Oh, FPS. Quick check on the cargo then. Seems all fine. No problems there on departure. We had quite a late rotation there actually. Very late. We 10,000 feet there. It's lowering the nose slightly to allow us. Isn't I think I know you think it's not you. I think it is. Your FedEx 2291, aren't you? Model match. Well, we're climbing out across then. I don't actually know where we're going in terms. We're going north for Seattle, but that's not what you want to hear a pilot say, is it? But I don't know our routing. Going right out over the whole district. That might be why we're getting a little bit of FPS issues. That's right. No, it's all clear. But it's all fine then. Just check we've got nav lights and everything on. No error messages on the top of the displays. Let's check we've got our TCAS on. You never know really why the radar doesn't work. fine. I don't really know. It's never worked since I got it, so that's fine. I guess you turn the tilt on it. Good. Climbing nice and steeply there, so I'm going to set on the standard pressure. Got to set on the first officer side too. Standard pressure. Good. Standard pressure selected. Straight up there, you can see the sort of older autopilot system takes us straight up to almost, you know, full, just under the overspeed. It seems to just be sort of how it does it and how it flies the plane. If I'm honest, I've never. It's interesting because in the A320, of course, we have a sort of very select, calm speed it takes us to. It seems to just whiz us up to full altitude here, so that's odd. It's quite interesting though. It's an interesting difference. They obviously must have developed it as they developed the aircraft. They must have realised that that's not the best way to do it, I guess. But yeah, that's all cool. So, a nice FedEx then we were. That was a little bit of a quick departure. How long has that taken us? Well, it's been about 40 minutes or so to be in the air. That's pretty good from Colton Bark. So we're climbing nicely. Flight time there was block time, sorry, it was 2 hours and 10 minutes. I believe flight time's about an hour and 45. So very short, really. For such a large cargo aircraft, you know, doing a flight like this is highly unusual, I think. It's quite a short little flight. That's fine. That's nice. So I think this is all Sacramento and everything we've flown over. We're heading up into, like, you know, no, we're still in California. But, no, we're not. I'm really bad with my states, as you can tell.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh.
Descend. 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 Descend.
I don't really know what's going on. These just sort of buzzing us a bit. I don't know. Problem is, the direction we're flying in is now full-on. Is our final, sort of almost final heading of the flight. So we're just kind of stuck. Oh, what's going on here? Total air temperature and icing range. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We have a normal. We'll turn on the supply. Wing anti-ice is on. Engines won't need it. We've got high exhaust temperatures. Fuel flow seems all good. Interestingly, it's slightly higher in the left engine than it is in the right engine. Obviously, it's just using a bit more fuel at the moment. Shouldn't cause an imbalance. I don't think it's all. I'll have to open the cross feed probably in a bit. If it continues to burn slightly more fuel after about an hour or so, that'll become a bit of a difference. There's already less in that inner tank. But that's because that one's fed by the APU, so actually the APU's been running off that one. I think the trim tank is on. Is cross feed on? Can be. I'll whack it on and just see if we can balance out the tanks. Make that inner one the same. Mind you, they're just trimming up actually. We'll close out then. Right near us somewhere. Okay, anyway. Sun blinds are down. We're climbing nicely. So, not actually that far. Interestingly, to go to the Seattle, our flight really is quite short in the whole thing. So where's Seattle? I mean, sort of habitat. So Seattle is north of Portland, so there it is. Yeah, I thought so. We're heading out over near Sacramento. We had a very nice departure there, actually. Shame there was a bit of a cloud and things that sort of got it up a little bit. It's interesting it says total air temperature in icing range. But then when you turn on anti-ice, it just tells you that anti-ice is on. It's almost like that hasn't fixed the problem. Normally, it comes up with an error message and you do something, it'll then go away, indicating that you've solved the error. It doesn't seem to in these ones. Oh, we're getting a disconnect warning. My bad, my bad. Even that doesn't fix it.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh, we got traffic warning. What I'm going to do is let it climb, and then if he's still right on us, we'll have to slow down and let him go by. FedEx 2291, this is FedEx 2290 coming over. To see if we can communicate him on the radio and just ask him to sort of give us a bit of spacing, please. FedEx 2291, this is FedEx 2290. Nah, he's not on the radios. Right, what I'll do is as we're cruising up, then we'll get some landing info on. We might as well. We're landing at KSEA. We're actually going to be landing on runway 16 right. So we've got 2,600 meters. 2,600 meters. 80s request. We'll pull that up and just check we've got the 80s request coming in nicely. Cool. FedEx 2291, FedEx 2290. Alright. He's still not answering. That's fine. Approach then. Landing rate 127.6. Our landing rate. Enter. And it'll be flaps wise, yeah, 30-40. Brake, with 2,600 meters, yeah, low. And then I'll go full reverse. I don't like to work the brakes too hard, but I do like to use the reverse thrust. I think that's the best way. Engines are easier to replace than brakes. Actually, that's not true, is it? That's not true. I think the engines, it feels like I'm just working them a bit less hard. I don't know. Interesting debate. Let me know what you guys think. Would you prefer to use medium auto brake and less reverse thrust, or would you use more reverse thrust and less auto brake? Right, so we're going to have a stop margin of 607 meters. We're going to have it tapping in and see it. Have a look at our airport info. Oh, no, wrong one. Need the airport info. There we go. So landing 16 right. So that is right over. Okay. Where's the cargo? Oh, cargo's up there. Okay. The FedEx cargo is actually cargo 3 and cargo 2, so we're right up at this end of the runway. So actually, the faster we stop, the less taxiing we have to do. Well, if we land on 16 right, we're out the way, and then we'll vacate November and just sort of go back on ourselves and go up. Unicom, this is FedEx 2290. Can I get a radio check? Over. Oh. Interesting you say that. There's a guy on the ground who was hearing me. I wonder why you guys can't. Anyway, landing 16 right. We'll vacate off at November. We got 600 meters stop margin, so half the runway with a 2,000. What is it? 2,600 official. Yep. Yeah, it's about 2,600. Cool. Yeah, November or Papa. We'll just make that left turn and head back. Wait, hold on, guys. Well, it's interesting you say that no one can hear me. It's been working fine this whole time. There aren't any aircraft within our range who we'd be able to talk to. So, and then it seems to be all fine on my end. Mach 0.785, not too bad. We're going pretty quick. That's quite quick for a big cargo aircraft like us. That's perfectly fine. Right, there are landing info. So, 835. We'll set our decision height up on here. Which for KSEA, approach 16 right. Cat 2, Cat 3. We're Cat 2 for today. Our decision height then for the ILS, Cat 2, 515. 515. There we go. 515 and decision height here. 515. Good. Set. Yep. Okay. Cool. And then the ILS actual frequency is 110.75, and that gets put in the zero. So 110.75. That gets put in this middle bit here. Not really sure why they positioned it here today, or just for the A300, but it seems to be where they positioned it. 164 is the course. 164. I got set there. Cool. The anti-ice warning seems to have gone, so we'll turn off the anti-ice. And we're approaching up to 340 any minute now. Our arrival then, if we pull up the arrival in charts as well, our arrival was the Hawk 7. It's an RNAV arrival, which we are capable of flying, but it can sometimes mean you get...
Monitor vertical speed.
What did it say? Monitor critical speed. We're a bit slow. Oh, interesting. Yeah, our arrival brings us up from the north to this point sort of fashion where we're side of the airport and then our come across. Do we have Griffey? Because if we have Griffey, that means we've got to turn across. No, so we're just going up from Bashna. And we just get back on ourselves. And then in. Alright. Seems like a nice arrival. Seems all fine. Good. All good. I'll quick on the Abby tab for how far we've got to go. Where are we going through now? Oh, we're making good progress. We've got some serious mountain ranges to pass over soon, though. And well, I really don't. You can tell I really don't know this part of the world very well.
FedEx check 290, check.
Reading you 5x5, FedEx 2290. Cool, we heard him. Turn up my comm levels a little bit. FedEx 2290, can we get a radio check? Thank you. Good, we got 5x5 rating there. Ooh. Oops, I might disconnect it. I've clicked the wrong button at the wrong point. Yeah, well, there you go. My bad. Drag the sound down a little bit. We've got Falcon 1 up there on our side. Well, we're jetting along then in the FedEx. Let me just bring the tablet down to the side. I think we've just levelled off now then. So we're nice at our cruising altitude today. About to head over these Reading. We're sort of following the road, as you can see here, up north. Can we see the road below us that we're following? Yeah, there it is. That's quite cool. Heading into almost like a valley here, aren't we? Yeah. There you go. Turn. Where are we turning to next? Alright.
Unable to find UID 5.
What I'm going to do, guys, is zoom out slightly. A little bit. Put on a little bit of music. I've just got to go. I'm actually going to go grab some food for a little bit, so I do apologise.
FedEx check 290, what's your current indicator, please?
This is how it feels to
last
build
call sign, say
websites
again,
the
please.
old-fashioned way. And this is how it feels to build.
FedEx 2030, what's your current indicator, please?
FedEx 2290. Yeah, sorry, what's your call sign, sir?
FedEx 2097.
Oh, 9 seconds. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Not liking the frames today, is it, guys? Don't worry, as I said, we're getting a new CPU, which will really assist in doing all that, which will really help us getting new stuff. So that's new frames. But I'm looking forward to that new CPU and new GPU, hopefully, which will really boost up our frames and everything. it's quite a nice, it's a slight odd-looking plane, isn't it, the A300? But I'm quite a fan of it. It's quite good, quite a nice plane. But it does sort of look a bit stubby, doesn't it? I suppose. Right, back in 5, guys. Stand by. I'm back. Hello. Get rid of that other one. We're enjoying the cruising here then. In the FedEx 2291. Oh, sorry, 2290. Quick check in the flight deck. Just check everything's all still good with our aircraft. We're looking at. We got a plane very close to us here. Okay. Looks like we've got a bit of an escort here. That's cool, but I just don't want to get in trouble for anything. What kind of perspective we want on the plane today? Do you want like a nice So MS pilot, hey, how is it doing? You thinking of MS 2020? I got it. Haven't flown it in a while, mate. I'm sticking to the XP11 at the moment for now. It got some cool, nice new aircraft and things. It seems to work. Seems to be a bit more fun. for me at the moment with all the planes I've got. So I'm sticking to that for now. But I am, I have considered it a couple of times. So yeah, it might be worth going for it eventually. Nice. Yeah, Microsoft Vatsim does look a lot nicer though, doesn't it? I think, I don't know. The FedEx though, let's talk about that. That is a pretty cool looking new plane. Yeah, it's still good. Anything I don't like outside view when you're moving around, it just seems a bit weird. Almost not quite centered, I think. What kind of planes we got? We're looking at we've got A300, the tallest 321, and Neo, that is probably one of the best aircraft in my opinion. It's absolutely fantastic. It's pretty nice. I like that one a lot. How fast are you going? Oh, what we're doing now? We're doing 265? Yeah, 265, 264. But max speed is what you actually want to work off, so we're doing 0.765. Whoa, TCAS alert, bloody hell. Oh goodness me, he's right there. Yeesh, okay. Approximately, I can't really go any slower or quicker, we're right on the limit here at this one. Thanks for the sub, mate. Thanks very much. Couple of alert boxes on there, that made it a bit weird. Thanks very much for the sub, mate. Yeah, Proxim, would you mind just dropping back, mate? We're on Vatsim, we don't want any warnings. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, back to that. BA146 by Just Flight, they're really good. If you haven't got those, guys, go ahead. I really recommend them. They are some pretty cool planes. Really amazing detail they have added in them. Everything you can do is fantastic. Well, what else we got? Look at Collimata Concorde. That's really good fun. In terms of compared to the new MSFS Concorde, it's about it. You know, there's no comparison. It's beyond it, really. But yeah, there's some cool stuff. But Sparky 747. It's one of them. Freeware, but it actually makes it really good. Makes default 747 in Xplane really fantastic quality. Brilliant. Are you going live tomorrow? Sadly not. I've got a bit of revision to do, you know, GCSEs and everything here in the UK. So I've got some revision stuff I need to be getting on with, but sadly, so probably not live tomorrow, but probably live over on Sunday next week, something like that. Or maybe Sunday, yeah, in 2 days or something like that. I normally streams get notified maybe 3 days before I go live, but I'm trying to improve that. But for now, it's difficult in terms of timings with everything. So I'll try and normally let you guys know a couple of days before. but yeah, it can vary sometimes. Right, quick check on how we're doing on terms of route. We go LMT. Oh, start the arrival, I think. Oh, we've crossed the mountains. Where are we? Oh no, there we are. Is the start of the arrival? I can't be really, can it? It is LMT. Is the start of what must be a very, very large star, because we're still like, you know, we're not even halfway. Wow, that's that's a long star. Oh well. Cool mountain in the background there. Nice. Right. Just get some water. See you in a minute. Yeah, all good. Oh yeah, okay, nice. Go for it, Proxim. Let's get some close flying action. You got to go. Yeah, no worries. Go for it. What aircraft are you in, if I ask? Because you seem to be able to zip around the place. Ah, the F-22 Raptor. Wow, okay. It's a slow cargo sort of run in our in the A300. Oh, I think I saw him coming in on his way there. Oh, there he is. Gamer on mobile. Hi, how you doing? Oh, there we go, we're making a turn. Contrail's back. That looks much cooler. Yeah, how's your exams going, mate? Well, we're going along nicely then. Let's have a quick look on the map where we are. A couple of low fidelity textures over there on the mountains. Goes super low flyby. Wow. He's about to disconnect, I think. It's quite impressive, actually. To be at 34,000 feet, that's quite impressive doing a close formation. Not bad, my friend, not bad. And he's off. Say goodbye. Oh god. Bloody hell, why have we got the reverse thrusters out? What's going on here? Oh. We're in a bit of a pickle here. What's going on? I think it's the TCAS warning. Just induced full reverse thrust. That's a shame, I've got to leave tow on for a bit then to build the speed back up again.
Descend. 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 Descend.
It's flying so close to setting off my TCAS warnings, causing all sorts of havoc up in here in the flight deck. I thought you were disconnecting Proxim. Just, I don't want to. If there's a controller hops online or anything, he's gonna turn us off.
Climb now. Climb. Climb. Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Descend. Descend.
Right.
Climb. 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 Climb now. Climb. Climb. Clear of conflict.
Right. That's the halfway point then. I think. Yeah, just about. See ya. Right, about 160 till our descent point then. So for the descent point we need to have the auto brake selected. I can't do that yet. Actually, I'm not sure I can. Oh, I can there. That's quite like an off position. For the descent then we need to have auto brake selected. Not we got a while to go yet, but the auto brake is selected. Water brake selected, and we need to have the approach settings completed. So visual approach speed of 135. I reckon it's 134 on there. I'm going to stick to what the FMS reckons, just because it's got the true weight of the aircraft on board, so it'll know exactly all the weights we should be at. Sorting out. Spilled a bit of water on where my keyboard should go there. Not good. Lovely flying then. I've got the sound on, isn't it? Turn it down a bit. Very loud when it's all on. I still haven't mastered the landing in this plane, so it can be quite bumpy quite often. Massive lake there down to our left. It does make you think, like, is that a meteorite sort of impact or something like that? Just look at the shape of it. It's like steep sides as well. Sudden dip in the middle of the vast. So much flattened land. Yeah. Where's this guy at? What airport is he on? Roseburg. Don't know that one. Seattle we're going into, not Vancouver, not Portland. I'm just checking with myself there. So nothing particularly special about our approach. It's pretty box standard, but we'll be landing on the one right runway, so we'll have to make that taxi across the other two runways to get back in. Although, to be honest, Seattle's normally quite quiet, so I don't think we'll have any traffic issues. It'd be nice if we could get some ATC online. If any of you guys watching are ATC, please do hop online. Cool. 160 miles then to our top of descent point. Not bad, we're going along very quickly here. What I'm going to do is actually just give it a little bit more power if I can, and see if I can bring up the speed a bit, because we're a bit slow and got a lot of power. Let's try and hold the speed. can bring it up to where it needs to be. Let's get in there. Now I have to engage your throttle here. Can't quite get the speed high enough to be able to leave it all normal. That's alright. Let's get the plane sounds off again. Surprisingly annoying after a while. Check our ETA in a minute. See if it's sort of gotten it quick or slow. Setting up a little poll here. We're going to see what aircraft we'd like to fly next. Stand by, I'm holding a card with another option. Right, I guess they're sort of the next options for streaming wise what aircraft we might fly, so let me know. Drop your vote in. They all count. So let me know what aircraft we should fly next. There's only really a couple of choices there. Concorde M9, we're going to bring out the shed for a while. It's I feel like we overused it a bit. We've got to bring back up the hype of it, flying Concorde a bit. So she's going to stay parked up for a while. Don't worry, it'll still be flying around, and it'll still come out for some cool stuff, such as maybe 300 subscriber special if we keep smashing it, which we are. So thanks so much, guys. Let's start zooming in a little bit on the display. 120 miles till our top of descent. Oh, you want the PMDG? I haven't got that one in Microsoft Flight Sim. I didn't really take to it. We could fly the Xevo 737 if we wanted instead on here. I mean, I've been told it's very good, the PMDG. Seems like the A320 and PMDG 737 are now definitely the best add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim, or just best aircraft for Microsoft Flight Sim. Am I right? Am I right in saying that? Yeah, Xevo. It's good. Yeah, it's pretty good, the Xevo, isn't it? It's not bad. We prefer that to one of them. They're all like very much Airbus aircraft, aren't they? I'm an Airbus man, I have to say. I'd take an Airbus almost 90% of the time over a Boeing. Boeing, sort of, especially a rival. So, for example, like flying this, I'd always fly the A300 over, or A330. Sorry, A300 or A310 over the 767 or something like that. I'd always have to fly it over them. So that's for me, yeah. So if you're looking for Boeing, that's not really my cup of tea, as it were. But maybe we might start doing it again. It's been a while. It's quite cool seeing the lines go around in the engine, actually. From here you can just about see them sort of spinning around. So far, only one of you's voted, and it's gone for the tallest 340. Is that what we're set on? By the way, the FF on the 320 and 350 stand for flight factor. Their A350, I have to say, is fantastic. And the flight factor A320, of course, is lovely. I think it's about 80 miles or so to the top of descent. So we got that. What's it set? We got the auto brake set, sorry, and we've got the arrival approach information set. So we're all good to land at this point. Very much good to land at this point. That's all good. Right, well, 34,000. I think we probably could have gone slightly higher at this sort of So we don't, we don't seem we've been cruising for a long time. We've already could have cruised slightly higher. Well, that's what Simbrief gave us, I suppose. So we'll just go with that. Right, let's check our little descent point. Getting a little bit closer. So what I'm doing is just zooming in on the display as we get closer, because by doing that, use that, someone descending. Might want to check where they are. Because they're descending via the same arrival as us, so I just want to know where they are. So I'll put a little sort of dot on here. Where are they? They're behind us? No, they can't be behind us. Must be ahead of us somewhere. They said via the Hogs 7 arrival, so they're going the same way as us. Cool. Nice. Almost at that descent point then, we're still... Oh, we're still quite a long way to be honest. Sorry, I missed the chat there slightly, bear with me. Yeah, as you go, sorry. Cool. Oh, I should probably check. You about to go over PDX? Yeah, we are, aren't we? Yeah, we are, yeah. About to go straight over PDX. It's right there. But it's almost, we're going over the VOR from it actually, so we're going directly over. Let's go into a full view. Alright, still a little bit to go, but yeah, we're about to head over PDX and then we'll be there. Nice. Right, must be almost at top percent there now. Still not quite there? Wow, okay. Right, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn off the old music and actually sort of bring up a bit of the in-game music, sort of get all the sound balanced up a bit better. Oh, well, we've disconnected from Vatsim. Well, to be honest, actually, tell you what, I'm going to disconnect because there's no traffic online, and all it's doing is causing a bit more lag than we would normally have anyway, so that's fine. So we're almost at the top of the descent point, where we'll start making our way down, and down on into. Ooh, a couple more. Still the tallest A340. We still fancy that, don't we? It's been a long time since we streamed it. It's been what, a couple of months now. It's been a bit of time. Right, so low auto brake set. If we set the TCAS to below. Fuel wise, inner tanks shut off. The inner tanks have now been used. We've only got 5.2 tons left, and those 5.2 tons come from our centre tanks and outer tanks, which are actually both equal, so that's all good. No need to do any cross balancing or anything like that. Nice, well, we are cruising along. The clouds below us. So descent altitude, we set our final altitude for today, which will be the final ILS capture altitude, which is 1,900, so we'll dial that in. Cool. Well, I've set in flight level 10190 because it's on profile. It should descend. Yeah, start descending now. click that a little bit too early then. That's fine though. We got a lot of waypoints to go through there. Oh, beginning our descent. Cargo still in place. I didn't turn on any of their lights, but that's alright.
Unable to find view ID 5.
I got the blind in the way. Good, now we're wanting to have the top still. Select that one to Gen 1, then to Bat 2 and Bat 1. Ooh, Bat 2 is providing a lot more voltage than Bat 1 is. And Bat 3. Bat 3 and Bat 1 are quite low. Bat 2's got doing a little bit better then, obviously, being charged. Gen 1 and Gen 2, slightly different. We got, yeah, a higher voltage in Engine 1, although 2's now boosted back up. I mean, it really depends on their power levels, actually, sometimes. Alright, down we go. So we're just a little bit below vertical, ideal vertical slope there. We'll just get a quick ATIS request for our arrival airport then and just make sure it's still accurate information that we're using. With QNH 1008 inputted there. Might as well lob it in now, as there's no other problem, because we're going down to that final level with no stops in between, so there's no ATC online. It doesn't matter, we can just turn it straight on. TCAS is set to below, so we're looking for traffic below us. No signs of anyone. Get your votes in now if you want to have a look, if you want to choose what plane will fly next on the stream. So far looks like the Tolis A340 is the most popular choice. Right. Landing distance, yeah, so still 1,993 meters. So we have to vacate Papa, which is almost right at the end. Yeah, probably go off Papa. And then from Papa, we'll have to make the hard left back up Tango. And shoot up all the way down to Charlie. Go across to Charlie. So basically, the quicker we can stop, the quicker we can head on back to stand. So it makes it just easier for us if we stop quicker. So that's fine. Zoom in slightly. So we've just gone over Portland. Heading on down again. Good. Right, what's the next couple ones? Pikes is the sort of it's line is the split point where you could then go right or left. If we were going to these runways, that'd be ideal in terms of just time and everything. But, what's the winds looking like then? The winds are 140 at 004. So 140.16 makes perfect sense. Obstacle free zone, I'm not really sure Does that mean we've got to look out for that if we're going up across Charlie when we turn across? I'm not too sure. Good, the descent's well underway then. Now back here in the crew cabin. 4 of us on board today, as I said, so there's the 2 pilots and then a couple of FedEx guys, I guess, just on a sort of cruising transport thing, relocating, maybe something like that. There's only a couple of us on board. So it's fairly quiet, 23,000. I'm going to set TCAS to all, as it no longer needs to be specifically on the down. Transition level here is 180, but I've already set up that QNH because we're going straight down to, 1,900 for the ILS. So I still haven't mastered the landing of this aircraft. Oh, sorry, I just noticed we were in icing range there. I still haven't mastered the landing of this plane, so it could be a little bit bumpy. I never quite get the flare in the right position and everything, so don't blame me if we get a slightly hard landing. Right, diving down. It doesn't seem to have the, I don't think it has the track miles to run that it used to. It's got distance between waypoints, but it hasn't got distance to as it used to. Bit annoying. Or not that it's used to, sorry, that the newer aircraft, Airbus aircraft have. Make it much easier for sort of when to drop out flaps and all that stuff. So it's all on profile descending, so that means it's just descending as the VNAV, which it is automatically made, decides fit. So you'll see here we should be 120 or above. We are definitely that. Going through, oh, pardon me. Going through foot, we should be, well no, we're not going through foot, are we? No. Going through pikes, we should be 120 to 150. Ah, more drag being indicated, right. A bit of spoiler thing. I hope that's not for a speed limit, actually. We're not gonna... Yeah, it is 250 knot at pike is. That's not... We don't need to comply by that. I'm not going to put out the spoilers for that one. That's not... I'll let it slow down, but I'm not going to deliberately try and slow down for the speed limits. They're just... they're there in case you've got lots of aircraft inbound. Stack them all up. But I believe it's only me. There's a guy ahead. I think he's already landed. I believe it's only us. .6 tons of fuel left. That's not a massive amount, if I'm perfectly honest. It's alright, but it's not as much as I'd like to have had. But it will be fine for now. Now we're just slowly going to drift left around these turns as the airport is somewhere up ahead of us. Somewhere over there. left, stay to the left-hand side of the airport because our ILS comes back down towards us. 16,000 then. We'll get the seatbelt signs on, even though it's just the cargo guys, and the doors open, so we just be talking to them. But might as well lock in now as we start to make some sort of. We're going to start making these like tighter turns and things to start sort of almost establishing. Just do a recompute. I'll do a re-ATIS request in a second, just to make sure it's still all the info. In fact, what I'm going to do is check our takeoff approach. Landing weight is still looking at 127.6. Good. Seems all fine. Oh, a couple of people voting then. So we got 6 votes now. The tallest 340 is still in the majority. Come on, people, you gotta topple it from its throne unless we want to be seeing that. Which we can, it's just not very interesting. I think if we do the A350, we'll probably fly from Heathrow to Helsinki. There's a nice flight to do. Well, we're getting closer. I'm going to turn on the ILS information. ILS info's up. Go left slightly. It's just following that route right round. I think the airport's sort of down there, is it? Where is it? Can't see it. Huh. That's not a good sign. That's off to our right slightly. Interesting being in the first officer's position. But, don't particularly go in here much. Right, landing lights on. Get the wing lights off. Standby compass can go on. Or does that need to go on? That should have gone on earlier, I think. If it still wants more drag, it doesn't really need any. We're doing 250 already. Not particularly interested in putting out more drag at the moment. Seems to go pretty slowly anyway. Oh, the reverse thrusters are open. Yeesh. It does do some odd stuff, like why would the reversers be open? I really don't know. Funny. Right. What engines have we got today? They say FedEx on them, but I think we've got the Pratt & Whitney engines we might have on board. I think we've got the Pratt & Whitney ones rather than the General Electrics, which is of course what most people had. Right, I'll drop a little bit of spoilers out then. Just to make it happy. The air temperature is still in icing range. The oil temperature is good. Oil pressure is good. Oil quantity is good. Fuel-wise, got 4.4 tons on board. Plenty. Zoom in a little bit. Coming around onto the final couple of bits of approach. I'm going to put the slats out. 10,000 feet. The landing lights are on, seatbelt signs are on. We are all good. Spoilers are in. Not going to be needing them for a bit. We're coming around onto the final bits of approach there. Finco is when we begin descending for the final bits of approach, which will need to be at 1,900 feet for. Drop out a little bit more spoiler there. I'm just going to help him to slow it up a tiny little tad more. Good. Spoilers are in. Oh, I'll probably should drop them back out again. Slowing up to 210 knots. We'll have to drop out flap 2 any minute now. What's the speeds? No, where's the card gone? It says it somewhere. Didn't see it today. Okay. Making this right hand turn. There goes turn. Nice. Well, I'm just looking to have a look here. I'm just keeping the... I'm not doing anything actually at the moment. I'm just making sure and watching the autopilot, making sure the altitude is going to be right down where we need to be for the final point, which I'm a little bit worried it won't be. What I'm going to do is go to heading select here. In fact, no, go back to nav. Let me get the heading to where it needs to be. And then go heading select. And I'm just going to vector us a little bit further north, just because I'm looking at where we're going now. Actually, if we keep going like this, I'm not too sure we'll be entirely where we need to be at the right point. Slow us up a little bit more. Bungee, how far is Bungee from the ILS? That's a 10-mile point. Okay, so 10 miles, we need to be like doing 180 or so we need to be a little tad slower here. Come left 001. Good, come down a bit more. A bit more spoilers then. And actually I'm going to extend flap 2. Good, now we'll make the right hand turn. Oh, I dragged the wrong dial there. It's not been a good day in the office, has it? Right, okay, there we go, right hand turn. Arm spoilers, flap 2. Selected. Bit of throttle there, I let it drop a bit too low and it's got to really throttle back up to get us up to the right speed again. Right heading 120. And that should take us on a nice intercept course for the ILS. And increase our descent rate a bit. We're quite high. We need to be 1,900. Very high now. Descend. And I need to go VOR lock. There we go. You see, I haven't quite mastered the autopilot, definitely, on this plane yet. So there's still a few, quite a lot actually, of mistakes. That's alright, that's alright. Right. Slow down at this rate. Good, anti-ice can go off, we don't want that on for landing. I'll select land in a minute. Once it finally captures us. A bit of turning to do here because I messed up a bit. Going over this little airport then, this one is, always amuses me that this is actually on the approach, but it is there. Tiny little airport. Must be quite difficult though, because the planes for Seattle are always going straight over top. Must be slightly irritating. Land selected. Cat 2 confirmed. 7 miles. Slow 160. 7 miles and gear down. Please, gear down. We'll select the takeoff approach and the flight plan. On that one, just switch them up. And we're looking for 134. My bad, land, oops. Click the wrong button. Selected 154, flap 3 selected. There we go, it's got us on the localizer. I'm going to take manual control. I'm just popping that up larger so I can see it a bit clearer, because it's not always very clear. Okay, I have control. Slowing 144 and 140 please. Flap full. Flap full, spoilers armed. Gear lights on. Gear lights are on. A little bit of float there. And 134 it said for our final approach speed. As per the FMS. That was a visual approach speed. It seems very slow, 134 actually. I'm just going to hold about 137 or so. Until a little bit longer. We're not bad on the approach here. All seems good. Very low trees here at Seattle. Minimums. Yep, continue. .200 feet. Seems all good. Slightly to the left here. We're a little bit low. Here comes the slight weird drop at Seattle here. You can see how the runways actually look really not very flat. I don't know if that's just Xplane, but I don't think it is. I think it's real. And this is very weird. Bit of movement. 100 feet. Get the wings level. Get it down. We're down. Reversers deployed. There you go, the reversers going up the hill now, look. So you stop suddenly very quickly. As in, very quickly. I think we'll vacate here actually. I'll pull us off here, bit of braking. Landing lights off. Strobes off, APU master on, and start. Nice. Well, welcome to Portland, everyone. Sorry, no, no, Seattle, everyone. Actually, that's where we are. Did not take much runway to stop, but that's because it's so uneven, I think. All right, spoilers up, flaps up. Turn off lights. Get a bit of power on there. Okay. The taxi in then. This is where I got to work out where we're going. So left here onto Romeo and Tango rather. Well, all the way up to Echo, where we'll then head across. Well, at least we stopped pretty quickly. I was worried we'd have to be vacating on Papa. We vacated on November, which is exactly where I was hoping we'd vacate. Get off nice and quickly, and be all done. I've just got a big taxi back here, because it's amazing how it sounds obvious, but it's quickly, isn't it, when you're, even just landing, when you're at the slowest point of flight. But, it's quickly how much runway you use up. Really use up the runway very quickly. Alright. Making a bit of progress. Where are we going? What taxi are we coming up to here? Juliet. In fact, I'll tell you what, we'll take Charlie and Delta. I'll swing yours across right at the end, as that actually feeds us straight into the cargo ramp. Brake fans on. Did we use that much braking? Wow, I didn't think we did really. It's just sort of a gentle, especially with that hill. I don't think this can be real really. Look how much we're leaning to the left, just taxiing along. It must be a bit of Xplane 11 here. But, it's quite amusing. Alright. There goes Echo. We'll go right to the end. Go across. Turn off our weather radar. Actually going to turn off that. It's all about getting the sort of turnings right. So we're going right and straight across. Bit of power on up the hill. Quite a lot of power on up the hill, it would appear. It's quite heavy. Going left across there. An easy way of shuttling across there. We'll cross 16 left, yep. Seattle traffic. FedEx 2290, sorry, landed runway 16 right, crossing runway 16 left, taxi cargo. Good. This one straight across here and in. Good. Right, where do we park? Is the question. We basically have the whole stand to our choice. Why don't we pile in on this next one here? Seeing as that's a UPS freight truck, I don't particularly want to use that stand. Right. Good. Nose lights off. EPU bleed on. Turning into stand. We're aligned. Idle throttle. Thrust idle. Let it roll on stand. Right up at the front there. Good. Front there. Parking brake set. 1 and 2 shut down. TCAS goes off. Systems are off. Turn off the beacon. 1. Seatbelt signs go off. Now shut down. We turn off fuel tanks. Let's set the APU to override on the fuel. The window heaters and the probe heaters can go off. And the smoke detectors can go off. We'll switch off the ATIS. What are the ATIS? I don't know what they are. But they go off. Yep. I'd say that done actually. Gen 1 and 2 go off. And aircraft is all down. We're all done. Now let's get some ground people over here. Actually, before we do, should we watch the landing on replay? Oh, disconnect from Vatsim. And replay mode. There we go. Right. Just a while ago, our landing. There we go. If you watch it from tower view, I'd forgotten how the tower view looks in Seattle. Oh, it's in we're in that tower. It'll change in a minute. There we go. Coming down. You'll see what I mean by the gradient and everything. It's really weird. Oh no. Oh no, it's gone behind an annoying piece of glass. Ah, we didn't touch the ground level. Of course, it's not, the runway's not level. Oh, that's difficult. Then stopping up the hill, that's very simple and easy, so I think that was probably why we were right. Nice! Well, with a bit of float, that was alright. Not bad. Cargo pilots drop it like it's hot, so I think, you know, it's alright to have done something like that. Right, I'm going to end the poll. Let's have a look what we're flying next on our streams in the future. Ah, the Tolis A340. Brilliant. Well, thanks very much, everyone. We shall be flying the Tolis A340 next time. An interesting choice, an interesting choice. Very interesting. Alright. Well, I hope we enjoyed, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed that stream as much as I did. That was good fun. Thanks so much, everyone. And as always, I'll catch you again next time. Bye-bye.